Hi students, today we'll start discussing on string concatenation. As I have told in the last video, we can do n number of operations in string like a string concatenation, string comparison, copying the content of one string to another string, making the reverse of the given string, finding the length of the string. Like that we can do n number of operation, and for that we have built-in functions also. But before using built-in functions, let me to explain without using built-in function, because see, directly if I use a built-in function, I will not understand much about how the different string operations will take place. That's why it is better to build the logic on our own for the concatenation, comparison, copying, etc. So now let me start with the string concatenation. Before writing the program, I would like to explain you what exactly the string concatenation is. For example, if I take two strings like Ram and Sham, assume that this is a string n1 and this is a string n2, and I should have a output string as n3, and it should be a combination of Ram and Sham with a space between Ram and Sham. If you don't want to give a space, don't take it, but I am assuming that I want to give a space because I am assuming Ram as the first name and Sham as the last name. That's why I am taking like this. Okay, so what to do now? We have to think. I want to get an input from the user n1 and n2. I need to get an input, and n3 is the output. It should be given to the user. So now what to do? Always we know that the execution of a C program starts from main. So I'll start with a main. See, by the self logic is what? Definitely I need to declare the strings n1, n2 and n3. So I'll take char n1 with some like a size 10. You can take of any size. I'll take a size as 10, and char n2 with a size 10. So this is a simple logic. See here, just now I have told you that n3 is a concatenated part of n1 and n2. So obviously the size of n3 must be the addition of the size of n1 and n2. Agree with me or not? See, that logic, see, if I take the size of n3 which is less than n1 and n2, obviously we'll get some like a problem during the execution of a program. This is the logic we should understand. And next to that is, I should ask the user to enter string 1 and string 2, that is n1 and n2. That's why I'll ask the user to enter n1 and n2. Printf enter string 1 and string 2. Okay, so I'll be using scanf here because just I am taking a single line string, because I am doing the concatenation. There is no need to go for any large kind of strings with white spaces, carriage return and all. So there is no need to use a gets. It is better to use a scanf. I'll take a scanf. We know that the format specifier for strings whenever we are using a formatted input function is %s, and already I have explained you, for reading the strings I should not go for ampersand, just I'll be taking n1 comma n2. So successfully this allows us to read input from user, the inputs from the user. The inputs are n1 and n2. So the next thing is what to do. I want to fetch the particular characters which are there at n1 to n3. See, what is the meaning of this thing we should understand. Just now I have told you that at n1 I'll take Ram and at n2 I'll take Sham. So let me tell this particular thing in detail. See, 1 2 3 4, 0 1 2 3 4, that is n1 of 0, n2 of 1, and n1 of 0, n1 of 1, n1 of 2 and n1 of 3. So if I take a Ram here, it will take that like this. We know that by default null character will be taken. Next thing is, at n2 what will be get taken? 1 2 3 4 5. Yes or no? So next thing is what? 0 1 2 3 4. Okay, so what is taken? Sham, S-H-A-M, at the end null character, at the end null character. So after reading the input in the memory, it will be get stored like this. Okay, successfully we read two strings n1 and n2. So now our job is to take the contents of n1 and n2 to n3. That is, we want to concatenate n1 and n2. So let's assume that I have a particular memory location for n3 as 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, so on up to 19. Obviously at the end, whatever we take the element, obviously we will be having from 0 to 19 because the size of n3 is 20. So now I will be using the logic. Before writing the logic, I will tell you what is the logic I will be using here. I will be taking the contents of n1 to n3 first. That is, I will be taking the contents RAM, the elements of the string, that is a character of the string RAM to n3 first. Next, I will leave a space and I will be taking as SHAM, sham, and at the end I would like to keep the null character. So what to do for that? We have to think before writing the particular like a program. We have to think what is the logic I should go. See, for example, if I want to get the contents of n1 to n3. So let's assume I is pointing to R first. I is pointing to R. So you agree with me, n1 of I is R? Yes, definitely. n1 of I, assume that I is 0, obviously the n1 of I is R. So I will be treating that n3 of I is equal to, please try to understand, n3 of I is equal to n1 of I. So what is the meaning of it? We know that I is pointing to 0. n3 of 0 is equal to n1 of 0. What is n1 of 0 right now? It is R. So successfully here I will be getting the value of R. Next I want to get the A. In the sense I should be incremented. Agree with me or not? Yes, I should be incremented. So definitely it tells me that I need to go for any of the loop. So better I will consider here for loop. So I will be taking here for I is equal to 0, n1 of I is not is equal to null, I plus plus. You may question me, madam, why you have taken this particular condition? How long I want to get the contents of n1 to n3? Till n1 reaches null character. In the sense, till n1 is not is equal to null character. That's why I have taken n1 of I is not is equal to null. In the sense, till I reach this particular thing, I should go on extracting the characteristics of characteristics of n1 to n3. So what I have to write here, how I can get this? Just now I have told you that n3 of I is equal to n1 of I. So I will be taking here n3 of I is equal to n1 of I. Complete the bracket. So let me trace this particular thing before moving to the further lines of the program. So what is the present value of I? It is 0. n1 of 0 is not is equal to null. What is n1 of 0? It is R. So R is not is equal to null. True or false? Obviously it is true. It will come inside. So once it comes inside n3 of I, what is the present value of I? It is 0. n3 of 0 is equal to n1 of 0. What is n1 of 0? It is R. See, successfully I got the value of R here. Next I plus plus, the value of I will become 1. n1 of 1 is not is equal to null. What is n1 of 1? It is a. Definitely a is not is equal to null. So it is true. It will come inside. n3 of 1 is equal to n1 of 1. So successfully I got the value of a here. Next, I plus plus, the value of I will become 2. N1 of 2 is not is equal to null. What is n1 of 2? It is m. M is not is equal to null. Yes, it is true. It will come inside. That is n3 of 2 is equal to n1 of 2. So successfully I have got the value of m here. So I plus plus, it will become 3. And n1 of 3 is not is equal to null. What is n1 of 3? Yes, it is null. Null is not is equal to null. Obviously it is false. As it is false, this particular condition, once it becomes false, it will never execute this particular condition. So what must be taken? Just now I have told you in the example, I want to leave a space between Ram and Sham. I am assuming that Ram is a first name and Sham is a last name. That's why I will be doing here n3 of I is equal to null. So all of you understood why I took this. What is the present value of I? It is 3. In the last iteration, the value of I is 3. n3 of 3 is equal to, I am extremely sorry, it is not a null space. I am extremely sorry. I want to leave a space. See, just now in the introduction I have told you I want to leave a space. That's why I am taking here n3 of I is equal to null. Once again I will write it is, if it is confusing for you people, as I want to leave a space, I am taking n3 of I is equal to null. Sorry, space. Okay, in the sense I want to give a space, single quote, space, another single quote. So definitely this particular position will be taking a space now. So after that, what is the thing? The big challenge is how to extract the particular contents of n2. How to extract the particular contents of n2 to n3. Say n2 of 0 must be copied to n3 of 4. n2 of 0 must be copied to what? n3 of 4. What is n3? What is, how I can take a n3 of 4? How I can take a 4? Present value of I is 3. So you agree that it is I plus 1? Yes, it is I plus 1. Madam, then how to take the next iteration, that is 5? That's why I will take it here, that is for j is equal to 0, n2 of j is not is equal to null, j plus plus. Next, n3 of, I want to fetch now what? 4. n3 of I plus 1 plus j. Why I have taken n3 of I plus? Because the last value of I, the recent value of I is 3. So 3 plus 1, because I want to get 4. That's why I plus 1. Okay. So once I take this particular I plus 1, so once I take I plus 1, I am able to fetch what? 4. Next, madam, I want to fetch 5 also in the next iteration. That's why I am referring j. Initially value of j is 0. n3 of I plus 1 plus j, that is 3 plus 1, 4 plus 0. So what is 3 plus 1, 4 plus 0? It is remains as a 4. So n3 of 4 is equal to n2 of j. Very simple. See, what is n2 of j? It is, see, this particular thing points to j. Okay, j points to n2. Okay, that is yes. So successfully I have got j value here. I am extremely sorry. Yes value here. Successfully I have got a yes, that is n2 of j. What is the present value of j? 0. n2 of 0 is s. So s is fetched at n3 of 4, that is nothing but 3 plus 1 plus 0. Okay, next what to be taken? J plus plus, the value of j will become 1. n2 of 1 is not is equal to null. What is n2 of 1? n2 of 1 is h. H is not is equal to null. Yes, it is true. As it is true, it will come inside. Okay, that is 3 plus 1 plus 1. J value is 1. I remains as 3 only. 3 plus 1 in the sense what? 5. N3 of 5 is equal to N2 of 1. See, successfully I have got a N3 of 5 is equal to N2 of 1, that is H. Next J plus plus, it will become 2. Okay, N2 of 2 is not is equal to null. What is N2 of 2? It is A. A is not is equal to null. Yes, it is true. It will come inside. N3 of 3 plus 1 plus, what is the present value of J? It is 2. 3 plus 1 plus 2, it is 6. N3 of 6 is equal to N2 of 2 because the I value is 2. So what is N2 of 2? It is A. So successfully I have got A at the N3 because I am doing N3 of I plus 1 plus J. Again J plus plus, it will become 3. So once it becomes 3, N2 of 3 is not is equal to null. What is N2 of 3? It is M. M is not is equal to null. Yes, it is true. It will come inside. 3 plus 1 plus, so what is the present value of J? 3. 3 plus 1 plus 3, that is 7. That is N3 of 7 is equal to N2 of 3 because J value is 3. What is N2 of 3? It is M. So N3 of 7, please try to understand. N3 of 7 is equal to N2 of 3. That is successfully I will be getting a M here. Again J plus plus, it will become 4. Okay, so N2 of 4 is not is equal to null. What is N2 of 4? It is null. As it is null, this particular become false because null is not is equal to null, it is false. As it is false, it should come outside. See, at the end I want to keep a null character here. Yes or no? That's why I'll write N3 of I plus 1 plus J is equal to null because we know that at the end of the string null must be taken. Okay, yes, successfully I kept because 3 plus 1 plus 4, that is 8. N3 of 8, it is null. Next you print the values of N1, N2, N3. Very simple. See, printf percentage S N1, printf percentage S N2, printf percentage S N3. Complete the program. So how I will be getting the output? I will be getting as Ram, Sham, Ram space Sham. All of you understood how? I'll give the summary now. Once again, I'll give the summary of whole program. Please try to understand. See, initially I have declared 3 string variables, that is N1, N2, N3. In this particular program, I am assuming that N1 and N2 are the input variables and N3 as the output variable. I am asking the user to enter the string 1 and string 2. So by using the scanf, I am reading N1 and N2. Assume that the user reads as Ram and Sham. So in the memory, N1 will be having RAM null as a 0th place R, 1th place A, 2nd place M and the 3rd place null character. And in N2 I will be having SHAM null 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 positions respectively. So now I want to take the value of R2. Okay, value of R, that is N1 of 0 to N3 of 0. Yes or no? Like that, N1 of 1 to N3 of 1, N1 of 2 to N3 of 2. Okay, so that's why I have taken, I'll be taking I is equal to 0 because I want to fetch N1 of 0. So I'll be taking N1 of 0 is not as equal to null. So obviously it is true because N1 of 0 is R. As it is R is not is equal to null, it is true, it will come inside. N3 of 0 is equal to N1 of 0. In the sense successfully I have fetched R here, I plus plus. Okay, it become 2. N1 of 2 is not is equal to null. What I plus plus extremely sorry, it will become 1. N1 of 1 is not is equal to null. What is N1 of 1? It is A. Yes, A is not is equal to null. It will become true. It will come inside. N3 of 1 is equal to N1 of 1. Yes, successfully I have taken the value to the N3. Next, I plus plus, it will become 2. N1 of 2 is not is equal to null. What is N1 of 2? It is M. Okay, so that is M is not is equal to null. Yes, it is true. It will come inside. N3 of 2 is equal to N1 of 2. What is N1 of 2? It is M. M is taken here. So I plus plus, it will become 3. N1 of 3 is not is equal to null. True or false? Obviously it will become true, because we know that N1 of 3 is null. Null is not is equal to null. False. As it is false, we should come out. See, all of you try to understand here. I want to give a space after Ram. That is N3 of 3 should be space. That's why here I have taken N3 of 3. Present value of I is 3. N3 of 3 is a space here. Okay. Next, this is the job completes till this. Till this successfully I took the values of N1 to N3 till here, and I left a space. Next, the challenging thing is to get the contents of N2 to N3. See, I will be starting with j is equal to 0. N2 of j is not is equal to null. Okay, j plus plus. Try to understand. Before this, we should try to understand the very important task here is the 0th element, that is 0th character of N2 should be copied to 4th position. Yes or no? It should be taken to this particular index, 4th index. So what to do? I value is what? 3. So I will be taking 3 plus 1, 4 I will be getting. Next iteration I should get 5. As I am starting the j loop from 0, I will be taking the condition as N3 of I plus 1 plus j, that is 3 plus 1 plus 0. What is 3 plus 1 plus 0? This is 4. N3 of 4 is equal to N2 of 0. See here, I am considering the 0th element of N2. In the sense, I took here 0th element of N2 is what? S I took. That is N3 of 4 is equal to N2 of 0. J plus plus, it will become 1. Okay, so 3 plus 1 plus 1, because the j value is 1. N3 of 5 is equal to N2 of 1. See, what is N2 of 1? It is H. Like that it will be considered till this particular condition become false. Once this condition becomes true, I want to keep the null character. That's why I am taking N3 of I plus 1 plus j is equal to null character after completing the brace. At the end, I will be printing the strings of N1, N2 and N3. Okay, I hope all of you people have understood the string concatenation. Next, in the next video, I will explain you string comparison and string copy operation.